They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work first. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Blue. Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Always got some space. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's fourth down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Blue. Throws to the back. He's got his man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Give out of the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Blue. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Lets it fly. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Snap in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
A strike downfield. There he goes. Inside the... Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They'll try the right side. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Beal. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw, it's Blue. Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Hines is back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got the back over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Wants to throw again. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Unloads to the right. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And he'll kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Blue. Back open in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
To throw, it's Blue. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 450 passing yards now.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this. report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first.
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Gives it on the option. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Off the play fake. He's got him. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go back to the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Off play action. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got some room into the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Blue. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now from inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll take a shot. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Finds us back in the middle. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Dumps it to the back. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
He'll bring it out. It's James. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Grabs behind the line, it's Hainsworth. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Flowers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll go right back to it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Rebels. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. 14. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Blue. Steps away. Slings it downfield. He's got him wide open. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He slings it deep to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He lost one down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build on.
We're ready to get another look look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. To the air, it's Blue. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's James. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hainsworth.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll go to the sneak. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Blue. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Army managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Point had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give on the inside. Turning it on. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
That's caught. It's Kemp. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Spits it out to the back. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
With the catch, it's Cole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to throw, it's Blue. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He got it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season was real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kemp. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Give to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Rebels decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? To the air, it's Blue. Catch in the middle, it's Savage. Crosses the 35. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Grabbed over the middle, it's Savage.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Coming out with it, it's James. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch down the right side. It's a running room. He's at the and he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to kick it off.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the...
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. And they'll mark it down at the 30.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Blue. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, this is a real